another day and another Arsenal game. This time around, Arsenal Saturday afternoon or Saturday evening, depending where you live. We will be playing Brighton at the Amex Stadium. We can't afford a loss. Surprise, surprise, another preview and another time. I'm telling you guys, this is a must win. If we want to win the Premier League or even get close to winning the Premier League, we need to win pretty much every game from here on in. And this is tough because last time out we played against Luton Town on Wednesday, and the game before that was a Sunday game. So in the last week, in the last 6 days, we would have played 3 games. That is absolutely insane, and it doesn't get easier. After this Brighton game, it is Bayern Munich on Tuesday. I love watching Arsenal, but I'm also worried for our players. Hopefully we can stay fit. Hopefully we can stay sharp for every game, because every game is a must win, and this game is no different. So in today's video, we'll be previewing the game, talking about the potential starting 11 and how I think the game will go. So what's going on, everyone? You are listening to Gunner Central here. I hope you're all doing well. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe if you guys haven't already, and let's get into it. Now, coming into this game, we are on fire, I guess. Depends how you want to look at it. In our last 2 games, we have a normal draw against Man City, a really good defensive display, left a lot to be desired attacking wise, and in our last game was that 2-0 win against Luton Town with pretty much our B team, half the team being our B team. I enjoyed the performance. It was pretty good to see some players like Smith Rowe who played absolutely outstanding. But our last time we lost a Premier League game was last year, 2023, 31st of December, when we lost 2-1 at Craven Cottage, a game we probably could have won had we taken our chances. We have actually been really, really good. We've won every single game in the Premier League this year outside of that 0-0 draw with Man City. Absolutely insane stats. And the only time we've lost a game this year was that 1-0 loss to Porto, a game in which we've remedied beating Porto 1-0 at home and then beating them on penalties in the same time. We have been really, really good this year. Actually, really surprisingly good now. The thing is, everyone knows Arsenal's been pretty good this year. But looking at it like that, last time we lost a Premier League game was last year, and we are in April now. That is an insane accomplishment. And I'm hoping we can keep that up after this Brighton game. Brighton are a really good team. Are they spectacular? Not really. In their last 5 games, they only have 2 wins. And in their last 2 Premier League games, they've lost 2-1 to Liverpool. There's no surprise there. And they've drawn 0-0 with Brentford in a pretty dull game. That game was played the same time as our game against Luton Town. So Brighton aren't spectacular, but they're not a half-bad team. I mean, in the Premier League so far this year, they have 11 wins, 10 draws, 9 losses. They're not great, but they're not bad. They're going to be a really tough place. And to make it even harder for us, Brighton are unbeaten in the Amex Stadium in their last 14 games at home. Insane. Incredible. So we have to really be on it for this game. And the thing is that you would have kind of hoped that Brighton wouldn't have been playing well, wouldn't have been a really good team coming into this game, because we have Bayern on Tuesday. Now, in my last preview, I did say, to be fair, that we shouldn't be worrying about Champions League until we play the Champions League. So we should only worry about Champions League until Tuesday. But you can't help but keep that in the back of your mind that we have Bayern Munich, the first leg at home. We have it on Tuesday. We need to make sure that we take advantage while we can. And the thing is, Brighton's a really solid team, especially at home, really good team. How are we going to do against them? I don't know. This is going to be a really tough game. Look, obviously, I'm hoping we win. I'm hoping we beat their 14-game unbeaten run at home. I'm hoping we can break that record for them, but it's tough. It's really going to be a tough game. We have to be on it. Thing is, luckily, because we played Luton, we were able to rest some players. Saka wasn't even in the matchday squad. Rice barely got minutes. That's the only really positive you can look at. Kivior never played. That's the only positives you can look at. But outside of that, this is going to be extremely tough. We have to be ready for it. Boy, oh boy, it's going to be a tough game. Now, on to injuries and suspensions. We'll start off with Arsenal now. Unfortunately, Jurrien Timber is still out. I know I've seen some fans say Jurrien Timber should play. He's not ready yet. It'll be probably till the late April, early May he'll be ready. Hopefully earlier. Hopefully I'm wrong about that, but I doubt it. And another injury that is reported, at least on FootMob anyway, is that Saka may be doubtful for the game. I hope not, because Saka would be really instrumental to this type of game. He's really good. He brings a lot of defensive eyes to him, which opens up space for guys like Odegaard and Ben White and what have you. I hope not. I hope Saka is ready to play, because Reece Nelson wasn't superb by any means against Luton Town. I don't want to have Reece Nelson starting against Brighton. But I suppose if Saka isn't ready, you can maybe put Trossard at right wing. But for now, I'm going to pretend that Saka is ready, so I'm not going to take that into account. I hope he'll be ready for the game, because we need him. And now injuries and suspensions for Brighton, they're pretty hefty with them. It seems like a pretty common theme for us. Every team we go up against is pretty injury riddled, which I'm not complaining about. I'll take that. Day in, day out, I'll take that. Billy Gilmore will be out till mid-May. Ferguson is doubtful for the game. Hinchelwood, which was a pretty decent utility player for Brighton, he may be out for the game as well. Milner will be out for the game probably. Matoma is definitely out for the game. And Solly March may be out for the game. So all in all, Brighton, they're not injury riddled as bad as Luton Town were, but they're not the most fit team. They shouldn't be able to smash us. Hopefully we can go in there, put in a good performance and beat them. I don't know. I'm kind of getting nervous, as you guys can tell by talking to you guys. I'm just nervous for this game. It's really important. We need these 3 points. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking about buying the whole time. Now, going on to the starting 11 that I would play for the game, it's kind of weird because you want to play your starting team. You want to play your strongest team. But you have to bear in mind that Bayern is on Tuesday. Tough. You have to kind of find a balance. But I think I have an idea. In goal, we're going David Raya. No surprise there. Left back, Kivior. He was rest against Luton Town. He should be ready for Brighton. Kivior starts at left back. Right back, I go Ben White. My 2 centre backs, Gabriel and Saliba. They both played full 90s against Luton. So did Ben White, of course. But it doesn't matter. They should be able to play against Brighton. Into midfield, Thomas Partey at CDM. I'm going to go central midfield of Martin Odegaard and Declan Rice. I'm a little bit nervous about Brighton offensively, so we need to keep Thomas Partey probably in the back. Thomas Partey was decent against Luton Town. He wasn't amazing. His progressive passing is a little bit rusty, but I think he's good enough to play against Brighton. Let Declan Rice be your box-to-box midfielder, and Martin Odegaard can be your 10. I think that midfield is pretty solid. And then up front, my starting 3. Left wing, I'm going Gabriel Martinelli. He hasn't started against Man City. He didn't start against Luton Town. I'm expecting him to start against Brighton. Left wing for me, Gabriel Martinelli. Right wing, it's Starboy Bukayo Saka if he's fit. I don't know if he's going to be fit though, so I don't know. Saka for me goes right wing though. And up top is Gabby Jesus. I know Havertz should be playing, but I would rather rest Havertz for Bayern. Havertz has been playing a lot of minutes for us, and his role that he plays when he plays as our striker is really tiring, really taxing, running after every loose ball. I would rest Havertz for this game, bring him off the bench if we need him. Jesus has been pretty good. For me, Jesus starts up front, and Jesus didn't even play against Luton Town, so he's rested. For me, Jesus starts up front next to Martinelli and Saka. There guys, that's the video. Let me know in the comments below what starting 11 would you play. What are your predictions for the game? Is this going to be a tough one? Let me know in the comments below. Please be sure to smash the like button, subscribe if you guys haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.